What's up, guys? Tugi here, back again. We've played 3 seasons with the Bruins, and we have made the playoffs every single time. But this just doesn't look like it's going to be our year. Of course, we won the Cup in our first season. We were eliminated by Montreal last year. We don't like to bring that up. And now this year, we play Pittsburgh in round 1, and we have made some lineup changes and some player-type changes to try and spark this team. Brad Marchand, now back on the top line, has been switched from a two-way to a sniper. Bergeron, of course, is still there, and as is David Pastrnak. A lot of this has been based off of a poise rating, and just the lines, I think, can get it done for us, basically. Jeff Skinner is with Kyle Turris and David Krejci. Malte Stromwall, who's been changed to a playmaker, is with Noel Acciari, who's now a grinder, and Austin Czarnik, who is a two-way. And on the fourth line, Jake DeBrusk is with Danton Heinen and Zachary Senyshyn. As you can tell by Heinen being a left wing, it was not originally the plan, although he might have been a left wing to begin with, wasn't originally the plan to have these lines. But kind of a last-second thought, and we'll see if it works out. Dougie Hamilton is going to be with Brandon Carlo on the top pairing. Joe Morrow, now a two-way, will be with Torrey Krug, also now a two-way. And Linus Arneson will play with Matt Grzelcyk, and we will hope that this team can somehow find their stride. Unfortunately for us, a lot of our success, or really fortunately for us, a lot of our success, not unfortunately, our success hinders on Tuukka Rask. And normally, I don't think you can blame really any of our losses in these seasons on Rask. Hell, look at what's happening in the Blues series, where we just keep getting our asses handed to us by Dallas. He's the reason. Unfortunately, though, he is down to a 91, so we will hope that he can bounce back. Let's get a look at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Really quickly, we will look at their point totals and then the line combinations before starting this series. I'm just grasping for every straw that I can. I shouldn't have gone to playoff stats. Jesus, I'm a mess. Should have just gone to normal player stats so we can see the Pittsburgh Penguins and what they did in the regular season. Evgeny Malkin had 89 points because, of course, he did. Crosby, 82. Guentzel, or is it Gensel or Guentzel? I'm going to probably pronounce it Gensel. Has 66 points. Teddy Bluger, hell of a name there, with 48. And Nick Bonino with 39 points. Left wings have Hagelin, 40 points. Kuhnhackl, 34. Wilson, 33. And Sundqvist, who didn't play too much, had 4 points in 22 games. Daniel Sprong and Phil Kessel, both with 66 points in 82 games. Korpikoski with 26. And Brian Rust with 21. Defensively, Letang put up 72 points. Bengtsson put up 46. And it drops off from there. The goalie, it is still the tandem of Murray and Fleury, but Matt Murray has had the majority of the starts. Neither save percentage is that intimidating, especially Matt Murray's .907 on the year. Quickly, and I mean quickly, let's look at the line combinations. They have a slightly better offense, a slightly better defense. We have them beat in goaltending, as you would expect. I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued by the line combos, because we've played Pittsburgh quite a bit in my series here on YouTube, and you just never know what they're going to have. Their top line, though, that's Jesus, man. Daniel Sprong, Sidney Crosby at a 97, and Phil Kessel. Yikes. Gensel is with Malkin and Hagelin. Malkin up to a 95. Scott Wilson's up to an 86. Holy shit. Bluger's an 83. Kuhnhackl also up to an 86. Sundqvist a 79 with Rust an 84 and Korpikoski an 83. Ole Matas with Chris Letang. Dumoulin with Pouliot and Bengtsson with Schultz. The goalie will be Matt Murray. Nick Bonino currently out injured. Oh my. I was hoping that I'd feel a little bit more confident heading into this series after looking at their team. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. If we were to get... Now, when we played them in year 1, I expected us to get swept. We didn't. We ended up winning in 7 games, and then we won the Cup. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Just a hunch. But let's get into this. We are in Pittsburgh to start this series. Game 1, first period. Can we get off to an early lead? We can't score. We had 3 shots. I know they only had 9. We had 3 shots in that first period. Oh, God, this is not going to be fun, is it? Second period, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Carl Hagelin gets the early goal, but then Torrey Krug ties it. Wow, we had 18 shots that period. So who knows? Let the circus continue. Who knows? But this third period will be an early power play goal for Krejci on Marc-Andre Fleury as well. Interesting. And actually, let's pause that. The first goal was on Matt Murray, so Matt Murray may be injured, and maybe we can take advantage of this. 6.5 to go. Not to say Fleury's a bad goalie. Can we hold on? Can Tuukka Rask shut the door? He can. Grzelcyk with the empty netter, and that is a nice little statement victory there. 3-1 over the Penguins, and we will have to keep an eye out on Matt Murray to see if he will be out. Fleury was actually the first star of the game, coming in for relief, or on relief there, whatever the hell you want to say. Tuukka Rask, the second star, and then Torrey Krug involved in 2 out of the 3 goals. We take game 1. Yes. I'm ecstatic about that, because genuinely, if we had been swept, I would not have been surprised. But my memory isn't the best in terms of the first series between us 2 years ago. Didn't we have the lead early on in the series and then blow it? I seem to remember that. I'm pretty sure it's happened a lot for us. But let's see here if Matt Murray is currently injured. That will be a very big deciding factor in this series moving forward. He should be back. Nick Bonino is still out. So expect Matt Murray to be between the pipes here for game 2 in Pittsburgh. Let's get into it. Of course, the lineups will stay the same, and we'll hope that they can lead us to victory once again. First period here in Pittsburgh, and that is a good start. Stromwall, the lone goal, beats Matt Murray. Very well done. Still got a lot of time to go, though. Second period, we can extend that lead. Patrice Bergeron, 2 goals. We really needed him to step up in particular after a somewhat shitty regular season, if we're being honest. 2 goals. We're up 3-0 heading in to the third period. Bluger gets a goal back. I'm going to guess it's probably pronounced like Bluegger or something like that. Who the hell knows? I'm going to call him Teddy. We're up 3-1. We are closing in. Final stretch of this game 2, and the Bruins are heading back to Boston with a 2-0 series lead. We take both games on the road to start this series. Not too bad at all. Tuukka Rask, 34 saves. Of course, the 2 goals for our captain. And things are looking pretty... Okay, well, I was going to say things are looking pretty nice. Danton Heinen's out for about a week. So that's not as bad as it could have been, and he is, of course, a 4th liner at the moment. I want to call up Solaric, but we should be able to call him up, and the AHL season should end. Although, is he any decent at face-offs? We might need somebody who's decent at face-offs, and he's not the guy. Senyshyn and DeBrusk can't take them. Oh my God, the glitching. Oh, the glitching. All right, you know what? We'll double check here, and we will have to see. Is Danton Heinen? Is he on the power play or the penalty kill? Danton Heinen's on the penalty kill, apparently. All right, well, we'll put Marchand in that spot right there. He should have been there to begin with. And then the main lineup, worst comes to worst, we drop Zarnik down a line. But let's see, Peter Solaric, or Solaric, I'm going to say Solaric. He cannot take face-offs. Nobody really can on that line. Zarnik is a 78. Right. Okay. So Jake DeBrusk will move up. We'll move Stromwall over to the right. And then the 4th line now will be Solaric, Zarnik, and Senyshyn. And we will hope for the best there. We'll actually just go best lines down in Providence. It doesn't really matter who it puts in. We need them to have playoff success more than anything. So Danton Heinen will be out, but we have a 2-0 series lead on Pittsburgh. A perfect start, back-to-back 3-1 victories. Let's see. Can we take a commanding 3-0 series lead? It's Game 3 on home ice. What can we do with this opportunity? First period of Game 3. Noel Acciari. Thank you. We're up 1-0. He scores from center ice because of course he does. This game loves those center ice goals, doesn't it? And we have the lead after 20. Can we get some insurance in the second? We technically can't. Gensel ties it, but then Brad Marchand restores the lead, and that sets up this third period. Let's go. Another goal would be nice. We have a power play that we can't do anything with. Will they get a quick goal? They won't. Halfway home, we still have the lead. I believe in Tuukka. This game, like, it knows. It can hear you. There's microphones on the Xbox, and it can just hear you. What I was going to say is that I believe in Tuukka, and we need some insurance. Well, now we're in a situation where the next goal wins. It is sudden death overtime in Game 3. Early power play for Pittsburgh is killed. Marchand, Pasternak, Turris, Stromwall, Teddy, you fuck. Pittsburgh comes back. We blow the lead, and the Penguins have assured that this series will go back to Pittsburgh for Game 5. That is very disappointing. And Solaric's injured. Yay! This game is ridiculous. It's kind of my own fault for not just fucking taking down the injury... the injury slider. Alright, well. Let's get Dmitry Taratukhin, and that was the big problem, is that our depth isn't exactly the greatest. But... at least, I mean, DeBrusk, Taratukhin, Senyshyn, not the ideal fourth line. There's really nothing I can say beyond that. There is no, oh, but we have this. Like, just no, it's not an ideal situation. And now we have to head into Game 4. There's no way Danton Heinen will be fully healthy. He'll probably miss Game 5 as well. And again, he's not fully healthy, so he won't start. Game 4 on home ice. Please just... let's at least go back to Pittsburgh with a 3-1 lead, huh? Please. First period, it's a goal apiece. Brad Marchand and Scott Wilson. He scored very quickly. We didn't have that lead for too long. Second period, and it's Brian Rust giving them a 2-1 lead, and we are on the verge of just wasting... oh my god. Sprong makes it 3-1, and we are... very much on our way. We're not on the verge anymore. We are very much on our way to blowing a 2-0 series lead and now having to go back to Pittsburgh for Game 5 in a tied series. This is essentially a best of 3. Marchand. Okay, then. Well, that's just marvelous, isn't it? What am I supposed to say to that? What the hell am I supposed to say to that? 2 goals for Brad Marchand. All right, we're going to overtime. Let's I'm afraid to hit this button now. OT, early power play. Nothing happening. Oh my God, Jeff Skinner. I was about to say, will Marchand's heroics go to waste? They will not. What a goddamn comeback. Are you kidding me? Brad Marchand with a hat trick. The GWG for Jeff Skinner in overtime. And from being moments away from going back to Pittsburgh with a tied series, we now have a 3-1 lead because of the ultimate act of heroics from Marchand. That is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Danton Heinen still not fully healthy for this game, so Taratukin will stay. We'll keep the lineups the same, and we will jump into the Game 5 sim. From it looking like it was going to be tied to this being our first chance to close out this series. Let's hope we can do it right here. No need to go back to Boston, at least not yet. Let's win here. Let's win here, and then we'll take our time. We'll take our time going back to Boston. Oh, God. Like, that Marchand goal's ridiculous. Like, Marchand, that Game 4 in general was ridiculous. I'm just so worried. I can't help but think we're going to blow it. I can't help but think we're going to blow this, but who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll just have to sim this, huh? I should shut the hell up now, right? First period of Game 5. And we have a 2-1 lead. Kyle Turris gets the opening goal. Nick Bonino in their lineup tied it. But then Austin Czarnik gives us the lead. 18 shots to 4. But we only have a 1-goal lead. That's not ideal. Second period. Can we get some insurance? Korpikoski, Krejci, and then Teddy. And we're tied at 3 apiece. This game's a gong show. This series is insane. It's a goddamn circus. Oh boy. Third period, next goal could very well win this game. And Jeff Skinner may have just gotten the series clincher after scoring the winner in overtime in Game 4. Can we hold on? We can't. Nick Bonino, you... Oh, how I hate you. Not really. Oh, that commentator, I think he was Punjabi. He's flipping the hell out right now. So close was Jeff Skinner to having the GWG. 41 shots to 30. But we're going to OT. Are we going back to Boston for Game 6? Or are we going to have a nice, relaxing couple of days before heading into the semifinals? Let's find out. Overtime. Pasta? Daniel Sprong. Oh, okay, well, we're going to Game 6. We are going to Game 6. 2 goals from Nick Bonino. And that is somewhat disappointment. Why Jeff Skinner would lose morale when he scored in consecutive playoff games, I have no idea, but I don't understand reality, I suppose. If EA has it set up that way, that must be the way it is, right? Alright. Remember how I said I was worried about us blowing this series? Well, yeah, I'm still kind of worried, because that could very, very easily happen. We will send down Taratukin, and we will get Danton Heinen back into this lineup. The question is, do I make a change now, or do we wait and hope for the best? Marchand's been performing well. Bergeron not bad. Pasternak has 4 points, but no goals. I mean, overall, I don't really see what changes we could make. I suppose we could put Heinen between Stromwall and Czarnik. Or go with something like that. Just because they're a little bit more offensively based. You know what? Maybe we'll try that. That'll be our one minor change. Defensively. Alright, defensively it's not working out too well. So we will go. What do we want to go with here? What do we want to go with? So we will have... how do I want to do this? All right, you know what? Screw the player types. Let's just go Krug Hamilton. Let's go Carlo Arneson. I know it's two defensive defensemen together. And we'll go with Morrow and Grzelcyk, and we will hope for the best. Game 6 on home ice. Another chance to close out this series. Let's not waste this opportunity, please. First period, and we get the opening goal. Matt Grzelcyk gets us on the board. Excuse me. It's kind of hot in here. We have the 1-0 lead after 20. We have a long way to go. Second period, I'm afraid to hit the button. I shouldn't have been, though, because that's not too bad. 24 shots apiece. Grzelcyk has the lone goal. Are we ending this series here, or will there be a Game 7 back in Pittsburgh? Let's find out. An early power play for the Penguins that they can't do anything with. And then Nola Chari scores. We might end this series here. Knock on wood, I probably just jinxed it. Power play for Pittsburgh is killed. 5.5 minutes to go. Can we shut the door? Hold the door. And we got him. Tuukka Rask with the shutout in Game 6. Grzelcyk and Achari the goals. And the Bruins, who stumbled their way into the playoffs, are moving back. They're moving on. They're going back. That's what I'm trying to say. To the second round after a... Again, we stumbled into the playoffs this year. We struggled against Montreal last year. But we have Pittsburgh's number.